Hi, we're Elliot Minor and you're watching LiveTheScene.com.
So you're touring the UK again. How's it been going so far?
It's been great. It's only like a small tour, it's like 5 dates, but tonight's our last date, which is kind of sad really. I wish it was a bit longer.
It's been good. We've just done the major cities, and because we haven't been out since before Christmas, so needed to get back out and throw in some of these songs from the second album, which we left out last tour, and we brought back a couple from the first album, which we left out previously. So yeah, it's good to change it up a bit, and but we'll be back again soon with a more extensive tour.
I think July.
Yeah, July time.
And it's a smaller tour than what you'd normally do with the venues and stuff. Has it been like a better experience, playing to like a smaller crowd and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think we kind of prefer that. I mean, it's so different because you can really like interact with the crowd and you play these kind of smaller, sweaty shows. But I don't know, it feels like a bit more intense, and I think it's kind of more fun. There's more energy. It's a lot easier to get the energy across when you're playing the kind of smaller shows.
Yeah. And obviously you said that you were coming back in July, but will you be doing any of like the festivals over the summer at all?
Yeah, we're still waiting on them, but hopefully like Tin in the Park, Oxygen, still waiting. Well, Reading Leeds as well. We've got a festival in Japan, which should be pretty cool. But yeah, we're still kind of waiting.
And your single, I believe, I think it's out. Is it next month or a couple of weeks away, something like that? Why should people go out and buy this record?
I believe. I guess if you kind of miss the kind of Parallel Worlds and Jessica, those type of songs, I believe is very similar to that. It's more of a upbeat pace song, and I think it's been a while since we kind of released an upbeat type of track. So
the first couple of tracks released off the second album were more mid-paced, and this one's, as Alex says, is back to the heavier side of Elliot Minor. There's 2 or 3 tracks on that album that do that, and we chose I Believe as the third single. So yeah.
And Solaris has been out just nearly 6 months now. How's the reaction been to that?
It's been great.
It's been 6 months, bro.
It's been 6 months, yeah. I guess we're kind of nervous before it came out because it's quite the different album to the first one, and I guess we thought it was a bit of a step up, but I guess it was kind of a bit more slower pace than the first one. But the reaction's been great, and we couldn't really ask for anything more than that, really.
And so obviously, as you said, it was quite an ambitious album. What kind of mentality did you have before you went into the studio, or while you were writing the songs?
I think we wanted to try and get more of a live album across, and I think that's something we kind of missed on the first album. So definitely getting more of a live sound across. I think we wanted to go a bit more deeper with everything, and just trying to get a bit more dramatic.
And you knew what kind of sound you were going for, or did you just let it flow? Or
I think we did. I mean, look, when we had the first album, we hadn't played a lot of shows, so when you do play a lot of shows, you get a sound together, and I think we were definitely a lot more prepared for what kind of sound, what kind of direction we wanted to go in for the second one.
And were you worried about the hype after all the hype before the first album came out? Were you worried about what people might think to the album that you just released?
A little bit. I mean, it's always been kind of, we're quite a controversial band, I guess. So people love us or people hate us, but I mean that was definitely in the back of our minds. We were kind of a little scared about maybe going too slow or even going too rock, and because it was quite poppy the first album, but we were definitely thinking about that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell you that you changed as a band during the second album. How do you think you all changed at working together and stuff like that?
I think we're a lot better live. I think we're kind of a bit more confident about what we do, but I think the live shows just got a lot better than it was.
And you're recording an acoustic version of the Solaris, I believe. Yeah. How's that going so far?
It's good. We've got the guitars done, and I think tomorrow actually, as soon as we finish this tour, we're going to get back on it and finish it. So it's getting good. We're literally doing it. It's kind of replica of the album, from the first song to the last, but we're doing I guess it's a lot more stripped down. We're literally trying to stick to 2 guitars, 2 vocals, and a little bit of piano, and just trying to get it really bare.
And what was the initial idea behind this? What was the the mentality?
I think because a lot of our stuff is really, really produced and everything. There's a lot of tracks. I think we wanted to try and go to the complete other end of the spectrum and try to get a really bare thing, because we've never really had, that much of stripped down songs and everything. So yeah.
Let's take it back a bit, and when you first started out, did you find it hard breaking into like the rock scene? You were like typically Kerrang poster boys for a while, and then you got a lot of hate from that. There was a lot of people that said that they shouldn't be in Kerrang. How difficult was it for you, like catering for everyone?
Yeah, I mean, it was really difficult.
That's what we tried to do, I suppose, is cater for everyone. But that doesn't always work. Not everyone's always going to be happy with what you're doing. Especially Kerrang audiences, people are proud of their rock music, and when you start encroaching into rock music when there's some pop that element to it, then it's not always going to be taken nicely. But that's the beauty of the rock fans, I suppose. But it wasn't difficult. Any press is good press. That's the way we saw it.
It's kind of weird seeing those like hate comments, and it does kind of get to you. But I think we just kind of learned over the past 3 years that you just got to really just do what you want to do, and you can't let it kind of get you down. But,
and was Solaris like a way of showing people that you're not just a pop band? You can be a lot deeper.
I hope so. I mean, the reactions have been great so far. But I mean, we're definitely thinking about that as well. It's kind of hard being on the fence. You need to go in one direction or another. That's one thing we learned. But I guess we're kind of still on the fence, because if we don't go too heavy, we're always kind of poppy as well. But yeah.